Hello students, in the previous video we have studied about the occurrence, vegetative structure and asexual reproduction in the Marchinsia plants, and today we will study about the sexual reproductions. The sexual reproduction in Marchinsia is oogamous. The male sex organs are antheridia and female sex organs are archegonia. All the species of the Marchinsia is dioecious, means antheridia develop on the male plants and archegonia develops on the female plants. Position of the sex organs, as you seen here, that is the disc of the antheriophore, that is this, and this is the disc of the archegoniaphore. The sex organs, that is antheria or archegonia, are borne on special erect and stalked branches called the gametophores, or other name of the gametophore is the receptacles. The receptacles bearing antheria is called the antheriophores, and that bearing the archegonia is called the archegoniophore. The Marchinsia plants grow vegetatively throughout the year, but the sex organs are produced usually in the February or March or October or November in the different region of the country. The formation of sex organs depends on high humidity, low nitrogen, high carbonate content, and also on the photoperiods, that is the duration of the light. The reproductive branches, that is the antheriophores and archegoniophores, are special modified lobes of thallus which grows vertically upward, that is which grows vertically upwards. Each reproductive branch develops from one half of a dichotomy. ध्यान दीजिए, each reproductive branch develops from one half of a dichotomy of the apical cell, so that the growth of length of thallus lobe becomes converted to vertical growth and modified in the reproductive branch. However, further growth of the thallus continues in another direction by the activity of the another half of a dichotomy of apical cell. The reproductive branch grows vertical and becomes differentiated into a stalk, that is the stalk, this is the stalk, and a terminal horizontal disc, that is this terminal horizontal disc. Also this is the this terminal horizontal disc. The disc is formed as a result of repeated dichotomy of reproductive branch and its condensation. The stalk of both either antheriophore and archegoniophores shows the similar in structure. Next, the structure of the stalk. This is the structure of the stalk, that is the transverse section. The stalk of both the antheriophore and archegoniophores are morphologically and structurally similar. The TS of stalk shows dorsiventral symmetry. The side corresponding to morphologically Dorsal surface of thallus shows the photosynthetic zone, that is the photosynthetic zone, which consisting of a row of air chambers. Each air chamber possesses assimilatory filament and barrel shaped pores, that is barrel shaped pores. The other side of stalk shows the other side of the stalks corresponds to the lower ventral side of thallus, that is this. It consists of a large number of colorless parenchymatous cells corresponding to storage zone. Some of the central cells in this zone are narrow, elongated, and serve the function of conduction. The ventral surface shows two rhizoidal grooves, that is on either sides. The rhizoids arising from this side run parallel to the long axis of stalk and enclosed inside the rhizoidal grooves. Structure of the antheridia, that is this is the structure of the antheridia. The antheriophore is differentiated into a long stalk and a terminal disc, that is this, that is this. The stalk is about 1 to 3 centimeter long, nearly cylindrical, and shows dorsiventral symmetry, that is this. The disc of our antheriophore is 8 lobed, that is the 8 lobed. This is the 8 lobed. 8 lobe. Each representing a single branch of thallus, means each lobe representing a single branch of thallus, and the growing point is situated at the apex of each lobe, that is this, each lobe. The 8 lobe disc is formed by repeated dichotomous branching of apex in a close succession and their condensation. The disc is thick in the middle. The disc is thick in the middle, that is middle, and gradually thins toward the periphery. The upper surface of the disc is concave, that is concave. Here that is the in convex, but the disc in the of the anterior is concave. Since the disc of antheriophore is modified thallus branch, its interstructure very much resembles with that of the thallus. The upper zone consists of air chambers. You see here, that is these are the air chambers. Alternating with the antherial chambers, these are the antherial chambers. Antherial chambers. The air chambers are more or less triangular due to expansion of neighboring antheria, and they open on upper surface by barrel shaped pores. These are the barrel shaped pores. The air chambers possesses asymmetry filaments which perform the function of the photosynthesis, similar to the in the thallus. The antheria are borne singly inside the antherial chamber. Inside the antherial chambers. They are arranged in eight 8 rows on the dorsal surface of disc. That is one. It is the LS of the antheria, and antheria means antheriopore with antheria. And each row representing a single branch of thallus. The antheria are borne in acropetal succession in each row. So, the oldest antherium occupies the central position and the youngest near the margin. That is the youngest near the margin. The central and lower portion of disc, that is this part, this lower portion of disc is occupied by compact hyaline parenchymatous cells. The lower surface of disc may bear scales and rhizoids. Each antherium is borne singly inside the antherial chamber, that is the antherial chamber, which opens on the upper surface of disc of antheriopore, that is upper surface. The mature antherium is differentiated, that is this, into a short few cell stalk, that is the short few cell stalk, and a large oval body, that is this. The body has single layer strile jacket, that is this, single layer strile jacket. It encloses a large number of small androcytes which metamorphoses into anthrozoids. Students, you see the next, that is this, 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 this. The anthrozoids of Markensia are small, that is this, rod-shaped or coiled, uninucleate and biflagellate. Morphologically, it consists of the three parts. One is the headpiece, that is this is the headpiece, consisting of basal bodies with two long and equal flagella attached to it. Second, the nuclear portion, consisting of long, narrow, rod-shaped and coiled nucleus. Third, the cytoplasmic portion, comprising of a thin film of cytoplasm with a few plastids and mitochondria. How they dehiscence, students, how they dehiscence. How they dehiscence. Antheria dehiscence in presence of water provided by the dew or raindrops. At maturity, the pore of antherial chambers become wide open, through which water enters and fills the chambers. The body of the antherium encloses a mass of few anthrozoids which floats in a viscous fluids formed by the dissolution of cell walls of the androcytes. The strile jacket cells of antherium imbibe water and become softened. They disorganize and the anthrozoids ooze out in mass through the opening. These are the opening. Finally, they escape through the pore of antherial chambers and come to the surface of the disc. The disc of antherium, the disc of the antheriopore is slightly concave on its upper surface, where the anthrozoids swim in the film of water. Next, that is go to the archegonia. The archegonia 4 is the female reproductive branch known as the archegonia. It is also known as the carpospellum. It is similar to the anthropophores with regard to its origin and differentiated into stalk and disc. The structure of the stalk is similar to the structure of the anthropophore. It is short in the beginning but elongates after the fertilization. At maturity, it reaches up to 2 to 3 inches in length. In young archegoniophore, the stalk is very short and the disc consists of 8 lobes which are directed away from center. The archegonia develops on the upper surface. These are the upper surface. Develop on the upper surface of disc in acropetal successions arranged in 8 radiating rows. 8 radiating rows. Each row represents single lobe of thallus and bears about 12 to 18 archegonia. The youngest archegonium is situated near the growing points of lobe and oldest archegonium is in the center of the disc, that is the center of the disc. At this stage, the fertilization occurs. After the fertilization के बाद the stalk begins to elongate, that is begins to elongate, and the central portion of the disc is bulges out, that is bulges out. Bulges out due to the more growth of the cells, pushing the archegonia at the periphery. The upper central portion of the disc become convex, जिसकी वजह से अपर सेंट्रल पोर्शन ऑफ द डिस्क जो है वो कॉन्वेक्स शेप में आ जाता है. द बल्जिंग ऑफ डिस्क एंड शिफ्टिंग ऑफ आर्किगोनिया कंटिन्यूज रहते हैं टिल जब तक कि रेडिएटिंग रोज ऑफ आर्किगोनिया बिकम्स कंप्लीटली inverted, means hanging down, that is this inverted. Downward shifting of tissue results in the shifting of the growing points and youngest archegonia, जिसकी वजह से जो youngest archegonia मार्जिन पे था वो क्लोज टू द स्टॉक आ चुका है एंड द ओल्डेस्ट एंड फर्टिलाइज्ड आर्किगोनिया टुवर्ड द पेरिफेरी, वो टुवर्ड द पेरिफेरी आ गया. meanwhile student here, that is this meanwhile intercalary growth occurs between the fertile lobes, जो 8 fertile lobes हैं उनकी बात कर रहे हैं, which results in the formation of radially elongated green cylindrical outgrowth called the rage, that is the rage, called the rage. ये कहते हैं कि द मार्केंसिया पोलीमोर्फा के अंदर there are 9 rays. Due to these rays, it looks like the 9-rayed stellate disc. The rays curved downwards, नीचे की तरफ झुकती हुई, giving the disc a shape of umbrella. In a vertical longitudinal section, here, that is this vertical longitudinal section, the disc of archegoniophore shows convex upper surface. The interstructure of the disc resembles with that of the thallus, thallus की तरह है, जिसमें upper surface जो है it bears the upper photosynthetic zones consisting of the air chambers, respiratory filaments to perform the function of the photosynthesis, and also the air chambers जो है विच इज ओपन बाय द एयर चैम्बर्स, क्या कहोगे, जो चैम्बर्स है विच इज ओपन बाय द बैरल शेप्ड पोर्स। The center portion of the disc consists of the compact parenchymatous mass or tissue. The archegonia are arranged in 8 radiating rows on the lower side of the disc. That is one row, one row. So that is 8 radiating rows. The archegonia are inverted and hang downwards. That is hang downwards. Hang downwards. Each archegonium has an extra sheath called the perigynium. Called the perigynium. That is this perigynium. Each group of archegonia is enclosed within two lipped curtain-like involucre. That is this two lipped curtain-like involucre called the pericytium. It is one cell in thickness and hangs down from the tissue of disc. The growing apexes reach very close to the stalk. The youngest archegonium is situated at the apex of the lobe near the stalk. An older archegonium comes to lie toward the periphery, that is toward the periphery. The nearly mature archegonium is a flask shaped, student, that is this flask shaped, consisting of a short few cell stalk, that is stalk, a globular venter, that is globular venter, and a long neck, that is long neck. The neck consists of a single layer tube of 6 to 9 tiers of cells arranged in 6 vertical rows surrounding a neck canal. The neck canal consists of 4 to 6 neck canal cells. The apical part of neck is covered by 4 cover cells, that is 4 covered cells. The swollen venter consists of single layered wall, that is termed as the jacket. It encloses a venter, that is encloses a venter canal cell, venter canal cell, and a large egg. In a fully mature archegonium, the neck canal cell and venter canal cell disintegrates and forms a mucilaginous mass. The mucilaginous mass or the mucilaginous substance is that substance absorbs water and swell, and thus due to the swelling it exerts a pressure on the cover cells, so the cover cells become separate to apart, and leaving a passage for the entry of the anthrozoids. Next, that is the fertilization. This structure, neck canal cells, venter canal cells, this is the venter, this is neck, this is the cover cells. नेक्स्ट फर्टिलाइजेशन कि फर्टिलाइजेशन कैसे होता है। फर्टिलाइजेशन के लिए वाटर इज नेसेसरी, वाटर इज नीडेड फॉर डिसेंस ऑफ द एंथ्रीडिया, एंथ्रीडिया के डिसेंस के लिए, लाइब्रेशन ऑफ एंथ्रोजोइड्स के लिए, ओपनिंग ऑफ आर्किगोनियल नेक, ट्रांसफर ऑफ द एंथ्रोजोइड्स फ्रॉम द एंथ्रियोफोर से लेकर के एंड आर्किगोनियोफोर तक, एंड फाइनली इट्स मूवमेंट इन द आर्किगोनियल नेक तक, सभी के लिए water is essential. The male and female thalli of the Markensia grow in close, compact manner. Anthridiophores have long stalk and a slightly concave disc, जो अभी तक बताया कि concave disc, that is this concave disc. The anthrozoids swim in the concavity of the disc due to the presence of the rain or dew drops. The transfer of anthrozoids from the disc of the anthridiophores to the convex disc of subsessile archegoniophores by dripping and splashing of रेन ड्रॉप्स के साथ में अटैच होते हुए वो रेन ड्रॉप्स स्प्लैश होती है, फिसलने की वजह से वो आर्किगोनियोफोर तक दे रीच डाउन. द स्प्लैशिंग ऑफ द ड्रॉप carries with it several anthrozoids and finally fall on the disc of the archegoniophores and reach the neck of the archegonia. और जो आर्किगोनिया की जो नेक मीन्स जो कवर सेल्स है दे आर मूव अपार्ट, सेपरेट हो जाती है ड्यू टू द pressure exerted by the mucilaginous substances which is produced by the disintegration of ventral canal cells, ventral cell and the ventral और neck canal cells, उसकी वजह से. Finally, the anthrozoids swim down to the wide open passage of neck and one fuse with the egg. The haploid nucleus of anthrozoids fuses with the haploid nucleus of egg and form the diploid zygote. इस प्रकार जो gametophytic plants of the life cycle ends with the formation of the zygote. Next, that is the sporophytes. That is after fertilization, that is sporophytes. This is this after fertilization, the sporophytes. The zygote is the first cell this is the zygote is the first cell of the sporophytic generation. It is diploid in nature, which is formed by the fusion of the haploid anthrozoids and haploid egg. The zygote enlarges in size and secretes its own cell wall. It is retained inside the venter. Venter के अंदर ही retain रहता है. That is this venter and starts germinating. It produces diploid sporophytic plant body that is termed as the sporogonium. After fertilization, the seta, that is the seta, this is the seta of archegoniophore elongates and the central part of disc bulges out. The central portion of the disc is bulges out, that is this bulges out और bulges out हो जाता है, that is bulges out. Resulted, the archegonium containing zygotes become inverted. Developmental change takes place in the zygote as well as in the gametophytic tissue around archegonium. The cells of venter divides by periclinal division so that the wall of venter becomes two layered, that is termed as the calyptra. This is the calyptra. The sporogonia can be seen hanging down from the disc of mature archegonium, that is this disc of archegonium. As many as 24 or many archegonia may develop in a disc. Each sporogonium is differentiated into foot, that is foot, seta and capsule. It is enclosed within a protective covering called the calyptra, which ruptures in the sporogonium matures. As the sporogonium, जैसे ही sporogonium मैच्योर होता है तो कलेक्ट्रा रैप्चर्स हो जाती है. द अदर प्रोटेक्टिव कवरिंग जो बताया पेरिगाइनियम एंड पेरिचीटियम विच इज आल्सो कवर्स द ग्रुप ऑफ द पेरिगाइनियम जो है वो इनक्लूजिव सिंगल स्पोरगोनियम है. पेरिचीटियम जो है दैट इज ए टाइप ऑफ द इन्वोल्यूसर विच कवर्स द ग्रुप ऑफ स्पोरगोनिया. नेक्स्ट, फुट explain that each term or each portions of the sporogonium. Foot. The foot is basal anchor shaped or bulbous portion of the sporogonium. It consists of parenchymatous tissue and embedded in the gametophytic tissue of the disc of archegoniophore. That is the archegoniophore. It anchors the sporogonium and absorbs water and nutrients from the gametophyte. Next, that is the seta. It is short and thick portion of young sporogonium which consists the capsule with the foot. It consists of vertically elongated cells which help in the conduction of water and minerals. At maturity, seta elongates, pushing the capsule through the calyptra, perigynium and perichetium. Students, here that is the three covering. कौन सी? calyptra, perigynium and perichetium. Next, that is the capsule. The capsule is oval and occupies the distal end of sporogonium. It has single layered wall enclosing a mass of spores and elaters. The cells of capsule wall are polyhedral, develop annular thickenings. The elaters are long with tapering ends, narrow, spindle-shaped, sterile dead cells having 2 to 3 spiral thickening bands on their walls. They are hygroscopic in nature, means coil when atmosphere is dry and uncoil when it is wet, and they help in the spore dispersal. Spores are very small and possess haploid nucleus. The sporophytic generation of life cycle ends with the formation of the spores. How they dehiscence, dehiscence of the capsules to emerge out the means for the emergence of the spores. The mature capsule filled with the spores and elaters comes out in dry air due to elongation of the seta. सीटा की elongation की वजह से ये जो कैप्सूल है वो एयर के कांटेक्ट में आता है. There are 4 to 6 lines of descents, that is 4 to 6 lines of descents at the apex of capsules consisting of thin wall cells. The exposed capsules dries up and splits along the line of descents into 4 to 6 valves or lobes, exposing the mass of the spores, जिसकी वजह से जो mass of spores है वो expose होता है और spreads होता है. The hygroscopic movement of the elaters helps the spore dispersal. The elaters coils or means coiling and uncoiling movement of the elaters responsible for the dispersal of the spores, and the dispersed spores which are carried away by the help of the wind or rain. Next, that is the spores. This is the spore. The spore is the first cell of gametophytic generation. Each spore is very small, spherical structures ranging between 12 to 30 micron in size. Each spore has thick wall differentiated into outer thick agyne or exospore and inner thin antine, that is endospore. Each spore mother cell of Marchantia produces 4 spores, out of which 2 develops into male thalli and 2 develops into the female thalli. Thus, Marchantia shows physiological heterospory. The spores remains viable up to 1 year and germinates as soon as they get favorable environment. The spore imbibes water and swells. It increases in size and develops green pigment, that is chlorophyll, in their chloroplast. The enlarged spore divides by repeated divisions in one plane, that is repeated divisions in one plane, resulting in the formation of filamentous protonema. First rhizoid emerges out. These divisions are allowed by the division in other planes, which results in the formation of plate-like young gametophyte. Some of the marginal cells become active and develop growing point. Further growth occurs by the activity of growing point and a young gametophytic thallus is formed. Student, that is the diagrammatic representation of the life cycle of Marchantia, showing the alternation of the generation. That is the gametophytic, that is the sporophytic. This is the gametophytic, this is the sporophytic. Now I have completed the life cycle of the Marchantia plants. In the next video, we will study about the anthosauros. Thank you.